Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stewing 33 Plays. They are billions. My name is Stewing 33, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I played a little bit off camera. Kind of got myself acclimated to how the fucking game works. And I think I've worked out at least like the what's it called? The early rotation for the beginning of the game here, right? So first, there's a lot of this game relies heavily on our starting position, right? So if we start next to certain things, like there are these big infected cities that you can get like caught up in. Those things will fuck you up if you're not careful. But you know, other than that, like there are like if we don't get like good choke points, we're fucked. If we don't get you know, the ability to like go and look at certain things, like there's a bunch of stuff that like if it's like set up a certain way, we're dead.
Is everything okay?
Great. Right, so there's our zombie pod.
Great.
Stay away from that for right now.
Yeah.
There's some stuff over here. Good. Okay, so we're caged in right now with a zombie pod. There's a dead city nearby. I think we're gonna try to play it out anyway, but that's like really not great. So if I like wanted you to, okay, so this is locked off here. So this will be easy to fortify. This will be easy to fortify. And you two are gonna need to like come over here and watch this area while I work out what it is we need. So first we need a sawmill. You always need a lumber mill. Every fucking game. It's probably the most important building we can build at the beginning here. I'm trying to find a good place for it. 9 wood's garbage. 10 wood's okay. And we definitely need a quarry, and we need to get the stone maxed out as well. 5 will be good. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, with that in mind, let's go ahead and build one of these babies over here. One of these over here. We need the quarry, so I figured. So here's the early game priority list, right? So wood is your #1 resource, right? It's used to build lots of things, but it's mostly used to build like you need food is your like baseline resource, right? It's used to build your workers, right? So you need to always build these things like your fishing huts and your whatever's everywhere, right? All right, easy done, easy done. Or your hunter's lodges. So if it depends on your start, but you can build one or the other. Doesn't really matter, right? And you always want to try to build them near the lumber mills, because then you can't build another lumber mill near the other lumber mill. So it's just dead space for lumber at that point, meaning that you have carte blanche to build over there. But we need the quarry with the stone in order to end up with the ability to get soldiers. Because the military barracks is built using 8 workers, 6 energy, 20 wood, 20 stone, 450 gold. And we need this in order to build more of these dudes so that I can send them down into these pods down here and wipe them out using the fucking chase function. Right? I need at least 3 in order to make to confirm that every single pod will die pretty fast. Without that, we're not great, so to speak. Then we need to be careful about our workers, because if they're all piled up like this and like a zombie gets into them, we're dead. But we can work around that, which I'll get to in a minute. As soon as I need more power at some point. I'm gonna need. So we're gonna build power over on this side of the base. Cool. Take another soldier. Come on.
Tell me. Ready and waiting.
Okay, how do I still don't know how to like activate that. Oh, I can get the bonus. Oh, sweet. Okay, it's cool. Well, with that out of the way then, take these two, send them down here, and they're going to put them in the chase function. And essentially what this is going to do is they'll go over here towards the zombie pod and shoot the hell out of everything over here. And eventually they'll clear it out. The soldiers are the best to do it because they kill the things the fastest, and they're also the most heavily armored, so I can ignore them while they're doing it. So while that's happening, we'll come over here with you.
Aren't there other units to bother?
Put you here, and then we'll just have to pay attention a little bit more than I normally do. There's a Zimbimble over there. But essentially, I want to try to clear this area out because it'll be easier. I want to get access to this iron mine over here. But B, it'll make it easier for me to secure my entire, like, zone, essentially, if I don't have to worry about this zombie pod sitting next to my base.
Our forces are in danger.
Nah, they're fine. Although that pod's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Waiting on orders.
And there's a lot more runners than I thought there was going to be.
Here we go.
There we go. We're good. They're fine. It might be worth it to send a ranger over there, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, they're fine. And hopefully these guys will get veteran status soon, and then we'll be good to go, essentially. But if I can clear out that pod, it'll make my life easier. And we're gonna always need more workers, and we should always build them with a row in between, so we don't have to worry about bumping into one another. Basically goes one, a row of two, then one, then a row of two. Like, it's pretty simple. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, I do like this game, by the way. The more of it I play, the more of it I'm like, hell yeah, this game's pretty good. I think the only thing I don't like about it is I don't like the way the power system works. I understand that it's meant to, like, slow you down tremendously, so that way you have to, like, manage yourself a little bit better, but I also think that that's stupid. I need more soldiers to come down here and deal with this. 3 is, like, ideal, because then, like, a lot of the time they end up doubling up, especially on the speedier ones. It's the fast ones that are really bad. The slow ones are a mild annoyance at worst. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and build this over here.
Any orders? Of course, my commander.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and kite them away a little bit here. Play some old StarCraft tactics and then go back to our business. They're both a little fucked up, but when they turn into veterans, they both get the ability to, like, basically two-shot the zombies, which is what we want. And then, essentially, we need to get, like, a ton of soldiers so we can go deal with this dead city over here. Smash that place. Pretty hard. The Rangers suck, and they'll get overrun real easy if we're not careful. So we gotta be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and start building some defenses. But we need to expand our energy first. Alright. This is probably the most important wall, because this dead city is going to be a problem. Like, just factually. And then we need more workers. Oh, God. It's a constant struggle against the fucking workers, man. We'll come back and deal with that in a second. We have some Zimbimbles wandering into our zone over here.
I will kill our enemies. Here we go.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
You just hang out. Why don't you just hang out?
I was cleaning my weapon. Just tell me what to do. Do you need me?
Yes, mildly. So the biggest issue, actually, is the fact that I can't fucking see anything. You can get these scout towers, but, like, they require me to build... Can't remember which building. It's one of the buildings. Uh-oh. Alright. We're gonna have to stop the purging campaign for a minute here, I think.
Do you need me?
and just go on full defense for a little while here. We lost one of our rangers, which sucks, but that's okay. It's okay. We need iron, though. That's right. I need to defend this thing. Which means we need one of these babies. Actually, that means we need one of these babies. Over here. Plenty of stone, but we need iron right now. Let's build this wall over here. I just want to like not have to think about this side too much if I can avoid it.
What? Yeah.
Deal with that. This button repairs everything, which makes it very useful. I kind of wish I could like remap the buttons for how to move the camera around. So you can kind of tell that something just got hit. What was it? Was it this Tesla tower? It's not great. We're going to have to send, like, we need more soldiers, right? It's like, we need way more soldiers, but it requires me to get iron, which means I need to build a quarry, which you can kind of see. It's like every RTS ever, right? Like, I need more wood now, which means I need more workers, and I need more food for more workers. Like, it's kind of a struggle, to be honest. Yeah, this game's no joke. I've been trying. So I play like most of the games I end up playing for the channel. I do play a little bit of them off camera, so I can get better at them essentially. And this one's probably one of the few ones that I don't enjoy playing off camera because like I get really frustrated, especially in RTSs. And so like it's just real hard. It's real hard. And like we keep capping out on wood and shit. It's because I keep running out of food. Because all of like the good food resource areas are like shitty. Alright. That stone. That iron. Alright, let's go get that iron. Nope, nope, that was a bad idea.
Bring 'em on.
We need to get, I need to get, like, I had, in a round I did before, I had, like, these, like, towers that essentially would, like, give you sight range on, like, everything, basically. And they were very useful. Yeah, and so here's the problem, right? So we need the walls in order to, like, keep the zombies at bay. But then I need soldiers to clear the areas near the walls in order to keep the zombies at bay. Alright. Can I build one of these now yet? No, I need more workers, which means I need more of these things. Okay. Easy. We just gotta, I just gotta do the thing, you know. Play some higher risk things over here, I think.
Tell me. That will be easy.
No, you stay over here.
All right. Attention. Building completed. Let's get them.
Because what's his sight range? His sight range is, like, low, if I'm not mistaken.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Yeah, the Rangers take 4 hits to kill stuff, generally. And each kill is 2%, so they need 50 kills in order to, like, become veteran Rangers. Alright. We'll put that there. And get more stone out of it as well. Not that we're using stone for anything right now. Like, the problem with the Rangers is that they're just really bad. Like, they're not very helpful. I really need to build more walls and shit as well. Alright, well, we burned through all of our wood for a hot second here. We're gonna have to build some more wood stuff eventually.
Building completed.
Like, that's gonna become important. And having it tick up 10 at a time isn't great.
Are being attacked.
Arrows.
Tell me.
Oh, that building's being attacked.
Enemies. Here we come. Bring 'em on. Let's get them.
Oh, God. Yep, here it comes. Nope. Alright, so we fucked up. I fucked up, right? You can kind of see, like, if one of the zombies, like, skirts away, it's too much. Like, I need to get a good start that, like, essentially has, like... I need to be able to choke off my resources from one another, right? Like... It's really hard, man. It's really, really hard. And I keep getting these, like... I keep getting, like, really nasty starts. I keep thinking that maybe I should, like, go to a lower difficulty. But at the same time, I'm like, nah. That ain't me.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Like, this is a decent start.
Are you sure? What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
I don't like the Ranger's voice actress either.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
That's a pod.
Roger that.
That's a lot, actually. Alright, you're gonna hold there.
Okay, but it's gonna cost you double. You call that a plan? Gotcha.
Alright.
Yeah.
See, like, this is a good start.
It's better.
There's not a lot of... The only pod that's really close to us is down here. We have a decent area to play with.
Are you sure?
And a large number of resources nearby.
Great. Okay.
Oh, but there's a dead city right
As long as
there.
it's tiny.
God damn it. Alright, well, let's roll with it anyway. See if we can make this work. We also have this nice big body of water nearby. Which is fucking ideal. Then we need a lumber mill. What's like 11 so far is the current front runner? 11's good. Alright. What else do we need? Well, we're gonna need to put a hunter cottage next to that, obviously, for 14 food again.
Attention. Any orders? All the way.
Alright. This isn't bad. We need more units, I think.
You are gonna pay
You don't need to stand there. Come over here. I need you to watch this area so we can make sure we're not going to get murked by anything. I think the biggest problem I also have is that the difference between fog of war and what I can see is, like, impossible to distinguish, right? Like, where does the fog of war end or start, right? Like, because, like, stuff still moves out in the fog of war. And so I have a lot of trouble really distinguishing between, like, an area that's, like, dangerous that I can't see and an area that's, like, visible but, like, that I haven't covered yet. That kind of stuff. Put that there. How much what are these? They're gold. Yeah, it's a lot of gold, actually. All right, we've got, what, 22 people in the colony? These Tesla towers have a good sight range, I think. Yeah, view range of 8. It's pretty good. 6.
Building completed.
Yeah, 6 seems to be like the lower end. 7.
Attention. Building completed.
At some point, we're gonna have to get those 2 up as well. These Tesla towers are just expensive. Like, I want to build more of them so I can see, but that's not, like, a good use of your resources. Yeah, we need more gold. The nice part's that the forest does act as a barrier. Like, the zombies can't walk through that, basically.
This better be good. Yeah.
What's out here? Anything interesting?
Gotcha.
Building completed.
Take my arrows.
Building completed.
There is interesting stuff out here, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. A free quarry might be good. I don't know what a tech market is, but we'll take the quarry, I think.
Great.
The free quarry is 100% a good idea. Really rush stone production here. 3 is apparently what we're gonna get. Alright. We have to lock this off. Like, immediately. Oh, it's like, so close to us. That's like the worst. Alright. Be cool. How are we doing energy? We have 11 energy. We're not really using too much of it right now, but let's build an extra one right now so that we don't forget. I want to build it in such a manner where my dudes can still walk around the base.
Attention. Building completed.
I do kind of wish I could see like what the sight range on buildings was before I build them. It'd be very useful. Tab is the button for turning. Cool. Alright, with that up, we should be good to go over here for right now.
A new task.
Which is useful.
Attention. Building completed.
Alright. Alright. Alright, me. What's our plan here? What are we doing about this city? We might just want to lock it completely off. We need more wood production, definitely. And if we're going to, like, do something like that. 12's not bad.
What?
Get in the tower. Getting in the tower increases our sightline by a lot. So, it's really useful, right? It's got 4 units. Ooh, that's actually really good. I'll have to load those later. Because I think I want to try to lock off this area up here. Like, it's going to be a long wall. This is going to be a long wall. But we need to get rid of this city, is the problem, right? If we don't get rid of the city, we're going to be regretting it super hard later.
Building completed.
So... we're going to be eating all the regretti in the world later. And we have to build it like this because it's... the game doesn't... so the game is isometric, which is great, but not when you want to build straight lines.
Attention. Building completed.
A new task.
Alright, well, the workers can phase through our walls, luckily, so... doing A-okay on that front.
Attention. Building completed.
Alright, once those 2 are in there, we'll block off this section up here with just a wall, basically. And a tower, I guess, to, like, store a soldier of some kind. But then we'll put the soldier up in the tower and have him just start shooting the buildings until they break. The problem is, so the issue there with that strategy is that if he does that, eventually the zombies pour out of the buildings when you shoot them. So like I'm kind of nervous about doing that without more troops. So we might wait to do that until we can get some stone going. The stone is coming. It's just taking its sweet fucking time. Alright, let's start in on this wall. We gotta build a Tesla tower now. Which means I need more workers, so I need to wait for these to finish. Alright. Alright, just be cool. Everybody be cool. And at some point we're gonna need to build a warehouse. It's gonna be necessary for our survival. Enemies are too close to that location. Oh. Alright. Yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. I just, like, I don't really know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, I guess, right? Like, I don't know if I'm doing something right or wrong. Like, I don't really know what the deal is. I really shouldn't build these on this side towards the fucking dead city. In case that turns into an issue later. As you can see, like, it doesn't... The walls hold up, but they're not indestructible, right? The city's gonna fucking overrun us. I can already feel it.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
No, damn it, come on.
They are trying to break through.
What do you want now?
Our defenses are being attacked.
Better be good.
Yeah, so, like, you can see the issue here is that, like, yeah, we're just fucked. Alright. On that note, I think we're gonna call it quits for this episode. I am learning. This game's just really hard. Yeah, so on that note, we're gonna call it quits for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!